discs. Can keep a secret. Avoid direct confrontation. Neutralize. Hold the defensive line. All troops, stick to your position. To you, you'll get yours. The Great Ones will return. Your evolution means nothing.
Advent? Evolutionists? Are these different factions inside Rosetta? And they seem like they're blood enemies. At least we learned something today. I think we found everything we can here. Let's see if Mary knows anything.
Did you hear that?
Good. You got out safely. Did you find anything? That's it? Well, let's take a look and see what's there. Huh. Not really. Seems there's a power struggle within Rosetta between the Advent and evolutionist factions. Anywhere you find people, you'll find politics, I guess. But no matter which faction we're talking about, nobody in Rosetta cares about human life. If they get their way, then the whole world will be lost. If you're interested, though, I have some info here compiled by the Mayflies about Rosetta's internal structure. I'll send it to you later. It's a shame we didn't make any progress, but I'll keep investigating. Take care of yourself. Until we meet again.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Who's there?
I'm glad you found me. I discovered something quite interesting. You're going to want to see it for yourself. There's a bunker nearby with an unusual lock on it. One that requires a cradle to open. It must have belonged to the mayflies. We should take a look. I'll mark it on your map. Then go ahead and scout the area. I'll meet you there. Excellent. You made it. Now that you're here, we can try and get in. I don't know, but there's only one way to find out. Fascinating. Looks like a mayfly command post, if I were to guess. Hasn't been used in a long time. Well, that isn't a good sound. Guess you weren't the only one curious about this place. They must have noticed our arrival. You'll need to hold them off while I try and access the computer system. See what I can find. The mayflies gathered here about a year ago. This is where they planned for their final mission. They tried to raid a Rosetta base. Then things went south fast, and they were nearly wiped out. But why take such a huge gamble and put everything on the line? There has to be a good reason. I figured you'd come through here after Iron River. I have news. I followed some leads in that bunker and stumbled upon a secret prison. And guess who I found locked up there? A bunch of mayflies. That I don't know. But however many there are, they could make a huge difference in our fight against Rosetta. I went through a lot to get this information, and I checked it out myself. Believe me, it's real. An old colleague of mine, a senior researcher who used to work for Rosetta. He left them, just like Victor Hammett. Now he's been accused of aiding and abetting the enemy, the mayflies. At an industrial park that Rosetta converted into a makeshift prison. When you get there, head to the central warehouse building. That's where they're holding my colleague and the mayflies.
Did you hear that?
No sign of captured mayflies or anyone else. I don't like this. I think we just walked into a trap.
Yes, that is exactly what you've gone and done. Not without a little prodding, of course. But I need to thank you for inviting me to your safe haven. Without you, could I have met that girl so soon? And I am sorry it's come to this. I enjoyed our time together, truly. But what I have planned next is far too important to be thwarted by you and your friends. So now, a sacrifice for the greater good is called for. It's time for you to die. Again.
Made it out in one piece. That's the good news. But I think our friend Mary just betrayed us. The result of some messed up experiment. Given what we've seen from Rosetta, I'll bet they've got more in the pipeline. No idea. But it's very possible she could have been working for Rosetta this whole goddamn time. If Mary and Rosetta are creating monsters like that, then we'll need to keep getting stronger if we're going to take them down. Taking on another Transcendent is the best way I can think of to do that. The nearest settlement from here is Tallgrass. Maybe we should try there.
This is bullshit. You just got here yesterday. Now they're making you a guard?
I didn't get here yesterday. I've been here since... whatever. That That doesn't matter! The mayor himself told me to report here for duty. Go cry to Dennis about it if you want.
Oh, yeah? Great. Another outsider. What do you want?
You mean Dennis Mobley? He's some idiot who's trying to shut down the entire settlement because he didn't get his way.
Better than that mayor of yours letting so many people like you in that we're running out of food. Why are you asking anyway? The mayor recruit you too?
You mean Dennis Mobley?
Better than that mayor. Why are you asking?
What are you doing here? The mayor thinks he can hire some mercenary to scare us off? Oh yeah? Why else would an armed metahuman suddenly show up here? I'm not stupid, you know. We've got enough outsiders here already. It can get even hotter if you try to break up our strike. Trent? He's a former Rosetta goon who took over the settlement out of nowhere. And now he's brought in so many outsiders that we're running out of supplies. But you'd know all about that already, wouldn't you? Tell Trent we're not scared of you, and we're not giving in.
Yes, can I help you? I am, for now anyway. My name's Trent Palmieri. You're the mayfly who's been helping our other settlements, aren't you? I wish our problem was so straightforward. That's one way of putting it. We've already had 2 riots. Now it feels like we're on the verge of a civil war. You may have run into a man named Dennis Mobley. He's the leader of Blackfell's oil workers. He claims I took over Blackfell and let in more outsiders than we can support. Now he's instigated a strike that's crippled the settlement. With that slanderer? That traitor? Absolutely not. He lost our best security forces with some reckless attack on a Rosetta facility. But instead of taking responsibility for the lives lost, he decided to spread lies about me taking over Blackfell. Supplies are running low. But that's not the fault of any refugees. It's because Dennis's power play has crippled operations. trying to get an outsider like you to restore order would only kick up this hornet's nest. No, the only way this will end is if Dennis backs off.
Hey, sorry to butt in, but there's actually something I do think you could help with. My name's Pauline Holt, by the way. I run the settlement's restaurant. Why don't you meet me there and we'll discuss the problem? Good, you're here. This might sound crazy, but I think I know why the settlement's tearing itself apart. Blackfell was founded by my uncle, Ted Holt. He was real. I swear he was real. But now, it's like he never existed. No one remembers him. This whole conflict between Dennis and Trent, I think it's related to the amnesia about my uncle. Oh yeah, Doug is my cousin. We grew up together here, before I moved to Greywater. Uncle Ted took me in after my parents died, but now it's like there's a gap where my memories of him should be. The only thing that keeps me from forgetting him entirely was a letter he left me. I keep it by my bed, so I'll see it every day when I wake up and remember. I wrote down everything I could recall, but I'm afraid even that might not be enough. I don't know. There's more to it than just memory loss. Everyone here is getting angrier, too. Like their grudges are the only things they can remember. Take Trent and Dennis. They used to be super close, but now it's like they're blood enemies. Something weird is causing all this. So, I've marked down any places I could remember with a connection to my uncle. One of them might be related to our troubles here. If you can check them out, I'd be glad to reward you for your help.
Where did you hear that? Well, no matter. It was a long time ago, but yes, I used to be. Why do you bring... Someone claiming to be a mayfly. You're the only surviving mayfly I know of. Are you saying this woman was an imposter? Well, Mary's a common enough name, especially for low-ranked Rosetta members. At this point, most of them are clones with the same few names. I haven't been a member of Rosetta since Starfall, 20 years ago. When it comes to what they're up to now, I don't know any more than you do. But I do know of one place that might be helpful to you. Source Extraction Point 73. Rosetta keeps a backup data terminal there holding all its personnel data. I'm completely sure. I know because I installed that terminal myself. It's set to auto-update for at least another century. I trained as one, but when I worked for Rosetta, I was a data manager. That's why I was the one who installed that terminal inside Source Extraction Point 73. Even Rosetta's resources were limited by Starfall. Unless that terminal's been damaged or destroyed, they'll still be using it. Here, take my fingerprint and eye scans to unlock the terminal. I hope some good will finally come from all the work I did for that evil organization.